What's up guys, today we're back with another video, and today we are doing the weekly update video. Now, everything from like the new listing stuff from last week has carried over to this week, so that times two you get the same bonuses and whatnot, stuff like that. But starting off with the weekly challenge, we have complete the Diamond Casino heist 2 times, which is a lot. So, yeah. For doing that, you do get 100k and the Diamond Strike vest, which is actually a pretty cool vest. Not that, but bonuses this week. Go to jobs, you go to play job, Rockstar created, and it should be, it's doing the dumb thing, okay. Alright. Well, open wheel races are ×3 this week, which is actually really good, pretty good money maker. The Diamond Casino heist is ×2 this week, so some really good money there. It just takes a while. 2 times on the casino story work, and also 2 times on just casino work that Tom Connors calls you up for. So that's it for bonuses, which, another bonus, I guess. Oh yeah, bonus, the daily earnings for the, cashier thing. I guess I could show you, but like, I don't know how to describe it, I guess. Like, the visitor bonus is ×2, so instead of 1,000 it's 2,000. So if you are a fan of chips, be my guest. But discounts, we have some pretty good property discounts this week for sure. Start off on the Diamond Casino. I can't really show you, but the penthouse is free this week, so definitely be getting this. This unlocks that casino store work and the casino work in general. You get the free Paragon R armored, so it's pretty nice. I don't know, I thought this was free for some reason. What is this? Office, extra bedroom, lounge area, master penthouse, okay. Yeah, free penthouse, and maybe when you, maybe not renovating it, but when you first buy it, maybe the bar and party hub is free. I don't exactly know. There is a second discount this week. It is on arcades. If I can, do this. Honestly, the locations don't really matter. They're all decent locations in terms of the heist, like pretty easy to get there and whatnot. So just get them to where all your businesses are close to. Like mine are pretty much on this road, so I have this one. If you have your auto shop and all your businesses in the hills, I'd get this one. There really isn't much businesses over here besides like your office, an agency. So this one really. Oh, there is also an arcade in Grapeseed and Paleto Bay, which I would not recommend you get. And then there's this one if you have your businesses kind of here. I guess I am kind of interested. Bunkers wouldn't be, hangars wouldn't be, facilities wouldn't be, nightclubs, arcades, which I do need, auto shops, bail offices, salvage yards. Not Mackenzie Hangar, not Garment Factory. I can close these ones too. So this one, if you have this bail office, this nightclub, this thing here, get that. If you have all that stuff, you can get that one. If you have all of this stuff here, you can get this one, which I think I'm gonna get this Bail Office if they go on discount. However, and if you have your stuff kind of down here, I'd recommend this one. So yeah, these are discounted by 30%. All upgrades and stuff are as well. The I don't know if the games are discounted in them, but I know the Master Control Terminal and the drone station are discounted for them, which is actually pretty nice. Master Control Terminal especially. So yeah, definitely be checking that out, seeing if it's viable, which I don't know if it's that viable given given the fact that the freaking mansions are right around the corner. So before I get into the discounts, I'm gonna say I wouldn't recommend any of them this week, just for the fact that the mansions are coming out very soon. Now normally I'd recommend most of these, but since the mansions are coming out so soon, I'm not going to recommend any of them. But if you want them, I'm not stopping you from getting them, but just make sure you have enough money if you want the mansion on day one, which I kind of do, but I only have 2 million, so I'm going to need a lot of money for sure. But on Legendary, we have one discount on two-door, which is not the Corsita, not that. Huh. Where is it? I think it's near the bottom actually. The Mamba is discounted this week for $700,000, which is kind of a lot. Um, if like I said, not really gonna recommend it just because the fact that mansions are so close. So I guess I won't go over if it's worth it or not. All these, if you think you want it, buy it as long as you have all the money you think you'll need, which is at least 20,000, or not 20 million, I'd say. If you have more than 50 million and you want some, get them, but make sure you have enough money for the mansions if you want them on day one. So yeah, but it is based off the Shelby Cobra. I do think this car is actually pretty cool. Um, I would get it, but then again, mansions. So yeah, it's I like the look of it. I know it has some decent customization. I would like to have one just to kind of see what it's like, but it's kind of at a bad time. So yeah, on four-door, we have the VSTR for $900,000. Um, which that might be the trade price, which the non-trade price would probably be around that $1.2 million mark. I'm not entirely sure. Again, another really good car. It's a pretty good customization, and I would love to have one, but again, bad timing because of mansions. So, yeah. Motorcycles. This one I wouldn't even recommend at all, like mansions or not. It's 400,000. Oh wait, hold up. The VSTR has the missile lock on jammer. The Vindicator here, 400,000. I wouldn't recommend, even if the mansions weren't coming out. Um, It does have Curse Boost, which is that the boost on F1 cars where if you stop, you get more boost and stuff like that. So, and it still really isn't that fast. I think the Electro here also has it maybe, and it's definitely faster. But guess what? You could also get the Gladiator one for $15,000, and I think that's faster than the Vindicator with the boost. So, if you want a bike, get the uh, get the Gladiator one. I think it's on Southern. Which that is it on Legendary. Not really that good. Um, Next up is Warstock. Where is it? The Zaba is discounted this week, which not it has a lot of customization for what it is for sure. Um, I wouldn't really recommend it because it's kind of expensive and it really is useless, I guess. It's not that good. It can float on water, but it's very slow. It does have really tight turning radius, which is kind of cool, but I would not recommend it ever. The Persuade, the Invade and Persuade tank, which kind of ironic. Last video I said I wanted it, and then I said it was too expensive, and now it's discounted, which bad timing. I mean, I probably still wouldn't get it for 1.6 million. It seems like too much for what it truly is. Um, it is kind of a cool novelty item though to have, but 1.6 million I feel like is way too much. Um, especially for what you're getting, and now that Mansion's around the corner, it's especially way too much. So yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend it no matter what. I'd say it'd have to be cheaper for sure. Uh, next up is the Insurgent pickup, which 1.3 million for non-trade price, and trade price is about 950,000. So great price, very bad timing. If the mansions weren't coming out so soon, I would definitely say this is a must buy for sure. But since the mansions are coming out, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Like, this is one, like, I'm on the fence because it's such a good vehicle for such a good price. Now, this is the Pegasus version. You do have to have a weapons workshop in the MLC Avenger or the weapons specialist guy thingy in the arena to upgrade it to pickup custom, which you can customize. It will be a personal vehicle, add armor, change the gun, stuff like that. So you can really make it your own. If you get the Insurgent Pickup Custom, which I don't know how much the upgrade is for it. I think it's around that 300k mark, which is actually pretty good. But yeah, really bad timing for a really good discount. So this is one that I would recommend this week only if you will have enough money for the mansions DLC for sure. That's it for Warstock. Now the trailer for the new mansions stuff, it was actually kind of disappointing. That was, I think, the actual trailer. I was hoping that'd be a teaser trailer, but no. The mansions were kind of cool, but the cars, there were only 4 new ones, and you could barely see the 4th one. So yeah, I don't know. Kind of seems a little bit less than what at least I was expecting, and it seems like a little bit less than what everybody was expecting. So there's a lot on Southern San Andreas. Starting off with the Arbiter GT, which you have to have like the expanded enhanced. So like I think it's PlayStation 5. I think it's the Xbox series like X and S, and then the expanded and enhanced version on the PC. So that's the only way you can get the Arbiter GT. 1.1, it does have HSW, um, which is pretty cool, but it looks amazing too. It does handle weird for sure. It has like the same handling flags as the Vamos, so yeah. I mean, I would definitely love to have one of those, one of the Arbiter. I would definitely love to have an Arbiter GT at some point because it just looks phenomenal. I think it's phenomenal. I think that's how you say that word. I really like the look of it, especially like Impante Dukes. I think it's um. Why do I not remember what Impante is? Impante Ruiner. Plymouth. I think it's Plymouth. Yeah, Impante is Plymouth because the Ruiner is the Firebird. Yeah, Impante is Plymouth, which I definitely would like to have that vehicle. for sure. It has a lot of customization. I would like to have an Arbiter GT at some point, but not right now because mansions, which is going to be a big reason why I'm not going to recommend a lot of these cars. So, yeah, I've said that like 40 times now. Next up is the Karen Sultan RS Classic for just under $1 million. Tuners category vehicle. Two-door version of the Sultan Classic. It has, I think, the same exterior customizations. It just has the extra engine and extra interior customizations that tuners vehicles do come with. Um, so, how much is? I just want to check how much the Sultan Classic is. 901, 939. What, an extra, what, 40K? And I think this has a little bit better performance. An extra 40K for more customization, interior-wise, and a little bit better performance, I'd say it's worth it. So if you want a Sultan Classic this week but don't know which one to get, I would probably recommend the Sultan RS Classic. Plus, you can use it in the tuners category races, obviously. So, pretty nice, but I'd only recommend it if you have enough money for the mansions. Next up is the Warner HKR, which I wouldn't recommend no matter what because it's garbage. It does have a lot of customizations, but it is very slow. So, if you want to waste your money on it, just for it to sit in your garage and use up money for the mansions update, go ahead, but I would not recommend it even at all. So, definitely stay away from that one this week. Next up is the Penumbra FF, which I do have a weekly customization up on the channel for it, which is pretty cool. Really nice customization. Going for what, just under $1 million. Kind of steep. Not the greatest handling ever, but it's all right. Some pretty good top speed, pretty good performance. Under $1 million though, I probably wouldn't say it's worth it. Even if mansions weren't coming out so soon. In general, I just wouldn't say it's that worth it for sure. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely wouldn't buy it this week, and I'd be kind of on the fence on a normal week. So yeah. Next up is the Ballistic Conjo, going for either 304,000 or 406,000. Pretty cheap prices. I do have a weekly customization up on the channel for it. It has a lot of customization. It is front wheel drive, so it kind of sucks. It is a really nice looking car though, so yeah. If you have the trade price, I'd say this would be one of the few cars I'd actually recommend this week, just because it is kind of cheap. But like, that'd be if you for sure will have enough money and you will be able to make enough money for the mansions update. But yeah, 300K. Like, if you're looking for a car to buy this week, just, to be able to buy a car this week and, you know, like, not do, like, do more than just Diamond Casino Heist this week, this would probably be one I would buy and customize. But really, it's kind of a lot, especially with the timing. It's really not that good. So yeah, probably would not recommend it unless you want something to customize. It's probably the only car I'd recommend this week. That you'd have to buy, obviously. Oh, I'm stupid. I wasn't done. You got one more on two-door, I think? Yes. Which is the Trovos Rally, which I do have a customization review up on the channel for it. I will be doing a weekly customization not today, this week for it, for sure, because I do need to recustomize it. It does have more than the liveries it does advertise. It has like almost 30 liveries, so that's definitely nice. Not a whole lot of customization. Almost 600,000. I feel like too much. It is a nice car though. I would say that. I do uh like it a lot, but I'd be on the fence about it normally. So definitely don't buy it this week at all. It's not. It's small. It's light. Um, I'm not really sure if I like it a whole lot. I do like how fast it is, how nimble it is for sure, but um, yeah, definitely has like a small area of where it does do really good at. So this week I probably wouldn't recommend it. Normal week, it really depends on what you do. So yeah, on four door, first one is the Surf Custom, which no, and that's all I'm gonna say. Sultan Classic 900K. I do have a customization review for it and a weekly customization, which is honestly kind of a lot, but it is nice. So you kind of get to see two different ways of customizing it. Some pretty good performance, nice handling. It had worse handling than I thought it would on the dirt for sure, but it is an all-right car for sure. I do like it. Four-door version of the Sultan RS Classic. Um, but for the prices, comparing the two prices, the Sultan RS Classic is only 40,000 more, so a little bit of a shorter car, a little bit better performance, more not really noticeable customization, but more customization nonetheless. Next 40K, I'd recommend that one over this one, but if you want to save the money, this one is still very good. Um, and I do like it a lot. So if you want a Sultan Classic and you want to save money, get this one. If you want a Sultan Classic and you don't really care about the money, get the Sultan RS Classic because it's more bang for your buck for sure. Da, da, da. Is there any more? Yes, one more. The Vagrant, which too much. It is very fast, though. It is only rear-wheel drive, so that kind of sucks being an off-road car. It is definitely fast, though. It is like top 10 in speed, I think, for the off-road series, off-road category races. Um, and if you have the trade price for the Drauger and you don't have the trade price for this, just get the Drauger. The Drauger's better. And if you have the trade price, it's cheaper than the non-trade price of this. And this one isn't discounted. So, yeah. Overall, the Drauger, better in every way. Looks, I could go either way there. Off-road capability, performance, off-road class placement, um, price. Like this, the non-trade price, normally, like if we're just talking normal prices, is just about the same as the trade price for the Vagrant. So, yeah, Drauger is definitely the superior one to this. The Drauger is the best performing off-road class vehicle. The Terminus, the Jeep, is right behind it, and it does have better customization, better looks. So in my opinion, I think it is better. Um, so yeah, overall, Terminus is better, but if you want like a strictly racing off-road class vehicle, it is the Drauger. So yeah, Vagrant, no, not this week. Which that is it for the vehicles. Um. Okay, sweet, dude. They're just pumping out that stuff. But the wheel spin vehicle is the Jester Classic. I have 3 of these, which tells you um how much I like this thing. I have the drift version. I have obviously this version, the movie variant, and I have a personal variant as well, which I do need to recustomize, which I guess I can do a customization and review for it this week, since there really isn't any more good cars that I want. So yeah, I guess I could do that this week for sure. Which honestly, I'll spin for it, and I don't know which one I got. I don't know if I think I bought the drift one, which I don't feel like fully upgrading and doing all that again. Um, mystery? Money. I don't need clothing. Okay. Black D Casino T. Alright. But yeah, definitely come and get the Jester Classic this week. It is a very, very nice car for sure. A lot of customization as well. So, very, very nice. I do like it a lot. But next up will be the car meet. And here we are in the car meet. Now, right here is the Verlier, or however you say that, which is in Simeons this week. So I will talk about when I get to Simeons. But for the car meet car, the prize ride vehicle, we have the Baller ST, which is the one before the STD, which I don't know much about this. All I know is that you can get it this week for free by getting top 4 for 2 days in a row, which is actually a pretty easy challenge. Looks like it has some decent customization. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like you can change the trim color. Um, yeah, I don't exactly know much about this thing, so I will be getting it this week, customizing and reviewing it. So, yeah, definitely win this thing, or at least try to this week. Next up, for purchasable vehicles, we have a decent amount of no's. First up, the zombie, well, 100k for the zombie bobber. Too much? No. Next up is the Dynasty, which I've kind of been wanting. Let's see how much this thing is. I'm kind of scared. 450? Honestly, like, I would probably get it if this were a normal week without an update just beyond the corner, or just around the corner. Um, I've actually been wanting one for a while, but that is like a fourth of my, or a fifth of my money, which, no thank you. Yeah, any other week I'd probably get one, but 450k for this thing, I'd say is probably just a little bit too much, and I definitely wouldn't recommend it normally, and I definitely wouldn't recommend it now. Next up is the Hot Rod Blazer, which the way they have it, like the matte and like the red and like the I don't really like it. Going for $69,000, I feel like that is definitely too much for this thing, especially this week. Normally, it's just definitely a cool novelty item, but 69,000 I feel like is too much for this thing. Any given time, unless you like it for the nostalgia and the fact that it is a novelty item, then maybe get it. But I don't know. I don't feel like you need to waste your money on this thing this week. And for the HSW prize ride vehicle, or not prize ride, HSW test drive thingy, whatever the hell, we got the Devastate. Okay. Going for 3.3. How much is the Devastate going for normally? What, 3.3 HSW? It should be two-door. Devastate, where is it? About 1.8. Damn. About 500k for the HSW upgrade. Alright. I don't know. Let's see. Baller ST. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should look at Baller ST for $700,000. Does it have anything special? No. Came out with the contract. I think it has some customization. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not too focused on that one, but yeah, 700k car, $700,000 car for free. Honestly, not too bad. But that is it for the car meet. Next up will be Simeons. I have made it to Simeons now. It is all right, I guess. I don't know. Starting us off here in Simeons, we have the Furor We have the Fior GT. Going for $460,000, which not a bad price, but it doesn't have it doesn't have really much customization, and I probably would not recommend it. Looks like the headlights are tinted with the windows. Okay. Next up, we have what is it? The Cliffhanger? Yes. $260,000. No. Um, Next up, we have the Verlier, which is what I showed you in the car meet. Going for $720,000. It is very nice. I do have one. Weekly customization on the channel about it. Nice sound, pretty good customization, at least a lot more than I thought it would have, but it is definitely expensive and probably would not recommend it this week. Next up, right behind me, we have the Rustin for $465,000. Again, I like it. Definitely nice car. Not a whole lot in customization. I do like it. It's not fast, nimble. I like the handling. Nice car, but bad timing. Like most of the discounts on cars this week. So I would not pick this one up this week, mainly because the mansions. And next up, what is this? The Innovation? Yes. And for $92,000, it looks cool, but no, I would not recommend that ever. So, quick one, finally. That's it for Simeon's. So next up will be the Gun Van. And I am at the Gun Van. Now, this week, in the Gun Van,
you're smart, right?
we have the military rifle, the battle rifle, the heavy rifle, which is 50% off this week, the marksman rifle, the machine gun, the nightstick, and the baseball bat. And for weapons, throwables, pipe bomb, proximity mine, sticky bomb.
Guaranteed effective.
Body armor is body armor. Obviously, usually 10% off. So yeah, today, and only today, only today of this week, I should say. It is at the plane graveyard thingy, kind of by like this general location by the quarry, by the radar dishes, by the prison, by the Trevor's Airfield, Sandy Shores Airfield, I think is what it's supposed to be called. It's kind of in that area. But this week, obviously, today will be the weekly update. Tomorrow, non-GTA. Saturday, weekly customizations, which Trobos Rally, Verlier, and the Rustin. Sunday will be the Baller ST customization and review. Monday, open wheel races, which are ×3 this week. Tuesday will be the Jester Classic customization and review. And then Wednesday will be the Casino Heist, which is ×2 this week. Now I'm going to hopefully do 2. Right now I do have diamonds. So, I got diamonds like 4 months ago. Or probably even longer. So, yeah, hopefully that actually works. If it does, it's going to be a lot of money. And then the second one will also help. But, yeah. That's what is going on this week. Honestly, this week is good if you have a friend to play with, which I don't, because Colby has switched back to the PS4 version to play with Jackson and Caden. So, yeah, I don't really have anybody to play with, so I'll be doing it with a random, which is so exciting. Hopefully that random is a really good random. So, yeah. Yeah, this week car-wise, not that good. Mainly because the Mansions DLC. But if it were a normal week, this would actually be a really nice week. So, I mean, besides money making, It's not that good, no matter what, because the Diamond Casino Heist takes a shit ton of time to set up and do. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to do the finale, and like probably an hour and a half to get everything
got
done
your
for the
eye.
setup if you even do the optional stuff. So yeah, it definitely will take about 2 hours on average. So yeah, all the setups and the finale, if you do it one run and perfectly. So yeah, not that good, but it pays good this week, so might as well do it. If I had a friend to do it with, I'd probably do 3 or 4 this week for sure.
You
Just make
hear
a
a
lot of
gang of
money,
wars on the way? Let me know. I'll stock
and
up.
both players I think make the same amount or something like that. Cause it's split down the middle. And obviously you do have to pay the crew you do, so the crew you chose, which, but you'll make the same amount no matter what. So there's no like splitting it or choosing how to split it. I don't think there's any of that. It's just 50% if you do it with 2 people, 25%, 33%. Depends on how much people you have. Can't do it solo though, which
Won't
sucks.
bother asking for
It's
my
actually
sources.
very annoying.
That kind of
But
intel
yeah,
ain't got
this
a
week it's all
price.
right. I'd only get on to do, if you haven't already, to do the new listings and to do at least a Diamond Casino Heist to make some money this week. But overall, not really that good vehicle-wise. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this one. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.